In our worldview of present time, we have the idea that human beings are separate from nature. So nature is out there, the mountains, the animals, the rivers, everything else. And humans are separate. And not only we are separate, we are superior. We are higher. And therefore, we can control nature. So Francis Bacon, one British scientist, said, we have to steal the secrets of nature. We have to subjugate nature. We have to torture nature. These words, amazing, violent words. So this is a kind of idea of separation. And then even within humanity, we have gone further and further in separation. So we suffer in the name of religion, and we say Buddhism is separate from Hinduism, Islam is separate from Christianity, Jains are separate from Sikhs, and then we say races, blacks are separate from whites, and so on. And then we go further and further. In the end, we come to, I am separate from you. So, from a very universal scale to a very personal scale, we come to this idea of separation. And this separation leads to isolation and disconnection. And that leads to unhappiness and leads to the lack of well-being. And therefore, all the wealth we have created in the world, all the technology, all the science, all the cities, all the industry, all the business, has not brought a kind of human well-being that we seek. So the challenge of our time is to shift this worldview of separation and come to a worldview of unity of life. Unity of life. All life is one. And then, out of that unity of life, we come to diversity of life. Diversity and unity dance together. Diversity and unity complement each other. And so, like apple, in different conditions, different climate, different soil, you can have hundreds of different kinds of apples, hundreds of different kinds of mangoes. But mangoes are all mangoes. Apples are all apples. All humanity, they speak thousands of languages, thousands of religions, thousands of ideas, nationalities, but we are all humans. Even if you are all Ladakhis, no two Ladakhis have same eyes. No two Ladakhis speak exactly the same. Even they speak Ladakhi, everybody's voice is different. Even 5,000 miles away, you ring one Ladakhi to another Ladakhi, you will recognize the voice. Yes, my friend. So, it's a great magic, wonder that we have such a great diversity. But we are all Ladakhis. We are all Indians. We are all humans. So, celebration of diversity
and embracing unity will lead to well-being and happiness. Isolation, disconnection, separation leads to ego. And from ego, we have to move to eco. One of the slides this morning was from ego to eco. The eco is a very good word. It's a Greek word. Eco means home, household. And in the wisdom of Greek philosophers, home is not only where you have your personal bathroom, bedroom, garden, etc. But the entire planet is your home. And then logos, from which comes ecology, means knowledge of planet home. And then comes economy, nomos. Nomos means management of planet home. Home. This is our home. We are all members of one family. Not just human family, but just living family. A life family. Even the birds flying in the sky, and even yaks roaming in your mountains are our brothers and sisters and relatives. Are all members of our family. The moment you have that feeling, the end of isolation, end of separation, and sense of belonging, a sense of belonging. The arch-dualist was one of the modern arch-dualist philosophers was René Descartes in France. And he had a motto, I think, therefore I am. As if we live in our head. And I wrote a book in response to his philosophy. Say, not I think, therefore I am, but you are, therefore I am. The trees are, therefore I am. If trees did not give me oxygen and take my carbon, I will not exist. The earth is, therefore I am. This sense of belonging is the foundation of love. I love the trees because I belong to the trees. Trees belong to me. Like I say, my wife belongs to me. My husband belongs to me. My children belongs to me. I belong to my mother, to my father, to my family. I will come to any time they need me. I'll be at their disposal anytime they need me. And they are for me anytime I need them. This soil is anytime is there to feed me. The trees are there anytime to look after me, to give me oxygen, take carbon, give me apricots, give me apples, mangoes, pears. Always there for you, your family member. Always in your service. The moment I have that confidence that I'm never going to be left out, never going to be forsaken by my family. I'm always looked after by the sun, the moon, the rain, the sky, the trees, the mountains, the snow, the glaciers, my mother, my wife, my children, my grandparents, my friends, my neighbors. There is no need for unhappiness. So the key to well-being and happiness is that sense of belonging. And globalization brings an end to the sense of belonging. And when you know your soil, you know your tree, you know your mountains, you know your land, you know your animals, you know your neighbors, you know your family, you know your friends, everybody you know, that's a local. So localism becomes a love imperative. Love becomes necessary, part of localization. Love is local, and local is lovely and loving. And therefore, our sense of that belonging, that unity of life, that end of separation and dualism, as Gloria talked about, and having this unity, then there's everything there. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Sun will shine, the rain will come. If we interfere, create globalization, there'll be climate change and global warming. If we have a separation and disconnection, there'll be waste and pollution. There'll be unemployment. Separation creates unemployment. Unemployment will not be ended by governments or industry. Unemployment will be ended by creating a sense of belonging. So let's all belong to each other. Let's love each other. Love the trees, love the planet, love the sun, love your beloved, love your children, love yourself. If you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. We are all one, and that is the key to well-being and happiness. Thank you.